Hey Karen, I just saw your video that you posted about making layer masks, and I thought there was one more great way you can make a layer mask for images like this that have a very fuzzy edge. First of all, you can see on my setup in my layers, I've got a background image of a cute puppy, and underneath that I've got just a gradient fill for this one. What I'm going to do is use my selection tool, and I like to use the quick selection tool. With this one, it acts kind of like a paintbrush where I can click and just drag over my image to quickly make a selection of the dog. And we're going to keep going until it's roughly selected. Once it's selected, I can go back into my layers palette. With that layer selected, when I click my layer mask, it'll automatically mask out everything that I have. And you can see that it does a pretty good job, but for things that are very fuzzy, we want to clean this up just a little bit. So to do that, go back into your layers, hold down the Option key, and click on that layer. And this is where we want to open up the Refine Mask feature. With Refine Mask, I can open it up, and there's a couple of different options to choose from. First of all, I'm going to change my view back to On Layers so I can actually see the layers I'm working on. The next thing, I'm going to turn on my radius, and I'll be able to clean up these particular edges. Look at my cursor once I'm over the actual image. With this, I can click and paint around the edge and tell Photoshop where I want it to look for the edges of this particular image. When I let go, you can see it's got a much better, nice feathered edge. Now this tends to work a lot better on images that have a solid color background. So if you're in a room or if you've got something else behind you, it may not work as well, but something that's got a good contrast, in this case the white background works really well. And I can just quickly go over the edge, and now it's got that nice feathered edge rather than having the harder edge that I had before. I do want to be careful in little areas that are white like the top of his head. Once this is done, I can go back to my Refine Mask options, and I can even change this out. I can change up, make it smoother, or make it a little bit more feathered. You may not want to do too much of this, but you can refine it to be just the perfect selection. Once everything is done, we can say OK. Give the computer just a minute to think about it, and you can see now my layer mask has all been updated and it looks a whole lot better. Hope this was a great little quick tip for you. Glad you're doing this, and I really enjoy your videos.